Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Tina. Starting from this video, I will introduce a filter, and in the slides I use Servlet filter, but they are exactly the same. Okay, when you see Servlet filter, they actually are referred to as a filter. Sorry, wait for a second. Filter. Okay, they are equal. The reason I use Servlet filter instead of filter this word alone, actually two reasons. Okay, the first reason is if we look at the tutorials online, I found lots of them, and most of them when they refer filter, they actually use Servlet filter. But you can still see some tutorial that still use a filter alone. And the Jakarta EE specification, the latest version, in the specification, they only use a filter. And the second reason I use Servlet filter instead of filter is because when I Google, okay, and then I type a filter and click the search, all the result I saw is about water filter. It's not actually referred to the like a Servlet filter, okay, which is we use for like Jakarta EE applications, okay, or Java EE application. It's not a filter we want. But if you type Servlet filter in Google, you will find exactly what you need, which is Jakarta filter. Okay, that's the main reason I choose Servlet filter, but they are referring to the same thing. Okay, this is one. Second one, the main purpose about this video is why do we need to have a filter? And after this one, I will introduce what is a filter. Okay, so suppose you have a task you need to do, and the task is a resource is accessible only when the user session is valid. And here, a resource means it can be a JSP, a servlet, or any static file like HTML. Okay, they are all a resource. So how would you implement that? Okay, I just added something. Oh my god. I just changed it. Okay, so here you can use what? You can use the order is different. You can use a session, right? User's session. You can check if inside the suppose this resource is a servlet. You can check if the in the servlet you can check if in the session we have this user. And we can check if the user session is valid in Servlet and JSP. And in this case, we can control if the user can access this resource or not, right? But if we have to do this task, okay, which is we want the same feature not only apply on a particular resource, not only apply on one resource. I want to apply for lots of the servlets and the JSPs. So what will you do? In this case, and one you can do is what? Because previously you already implemented that, which is in that servlet you check the session is valid or not, right? What you can do is in every servlet and every JSP which require the same feature, you check or you copy that piece of code and paste everywhere for checking if the user session is valid or not. Do you think this is a good idea for this? Definitely, it's not a good idea, right? Because first, think about the maintenance. Suppose later on, you want to change a little bit of the feature, what do I do? You have to go to every servlet and JSP and then change the code, basically is a copy paste, right? And when you copy paste, you kind of like violate this principle. Do not repeat yourself. Okay, and if we do like this way, you are actually repeat yourself, and your maintenance in the future is gonna be very high. And actually, when you want to change the feature, probably you cannot find every place. You have to remember you have to go to every JSP in order to not miss any places, right? And again, if later on, in the near future, suppose at the beginning, your session dot set attribute, okay, and this key is user, okay, and have some value. And when you check, you use session dot get attribute, right? And here is a key user. It only has one string. And now later on, okay, you want to change the attribute name. I don't want to use user. I want to use a session ID. What would you do? Still require change in every places, right? This is really bad, okay? And here we actually referring some tasks, referring something called the cross-cutting concern. Concerns means features. Cross-cutting concerns normally talking about you have a piece of a program, okay, or some tasks which will affect lots of the part in your system, okay, or subsystem, and this is kind of cross-cutting concern. Here we have this feature, and when a user session is valid, and some of the resources can be accessible, otherwise cannot be accessible. And by doing this kind of tasks, you need to have a filter. Okay, so here we just show you why do we need, okay, and starting from and the next video I will show you what is a filter. Okay, thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Bye bye.